Welcome back. And in this video, you're going to be learning about the Linux inode, right? And what's the inode? The inode basically allows you to play around with the metadata of a file or a folder. And of course, the metadata just means the description of a file or the description of a folder. Metadata means the description of data, right? So for example, you have a book and different things that can describe your book are information like the color, the page, the amount of pages, the name of the author, the publisher, the title, all of the different characteristics of that book is what we call the metadata. So let's look at the first one. So usually when we do ls, so let me see the back. So usually when we do ls just shows us the file name. But if we're going to get more information about this particular folder, we can do ls stack l. Right? So it gives us more information. So this is the file name, right? And the rest of these are called the metadata. So this is the permissions. We'll come into permissions much later. I think in the next video or the next. Permissions. This is the name of the system. This is the group name. This is the inode number, the time and date of creation, and then the name, right? So that's what ls minus l does. If we do ls minus I, it gives us the inode number. Right, so this is the inode number for this particular file. And it just shows us how much files a file system can handle. Right, that's what the inode number tells us, how much file a file system can handle. So this particular file is different from this particular file. And you can see that they both have the same inode number. As well, if we do df shows us, this. But if we do df minus I, what it shows us is the inode number of the different file systems, right? So you can see the temporary file system has a different inode number from this, and the rest of that. So inode number just shows us different information about what we are looking for. The third command here is the start command, right? So if we look at the start command, okay, let me do a sudo. Looks like we have a problem. So what we needed to do was to give the start command a directory to work with. So if you look at the inode description of the start command, of the root directory rather, you can find several other informations like the links, the UID, user ID, the group ID, the access time, last time it was accessed, the last time we modified this, the last time we changed it. You can see the permissions on this directory as well. So the start command is another command that gives us rich information on inode or metadata rather. So lastly, the last command we're going to look at is the ln command. And the ln command is what we use to link one file to another. So let's look at, let me go back. Okay, so let me do, let me create a first folder. Let me create a first folder, and then I'll create a second file rather. So these are files. Right. So what happens when I want to link this file? So let me do pwd. So start into home, into Ubuntu, into first folder. Right. You can see we have just one link for this particular file. So if I'm going to link this file to the second file, what I'll do is ln first folder to second folder. Fail to create add link second folder, file exists. Okay. Okay, let me do ln as well.